Building an empire that spans human history requires more than just military conquest. You need thriving cities with complex supply chains, cultural influence that can reshape borders, and strategic vision to guide your civilization through millennia. That's the promise of Ara History Untold, and specifically, it's the promise of the brand new version 2.0 update. So when Stardock, the new developers of Ara, reached out asking me to highlight the huge overhaul that's gone into this update, I couldn't say no. I love civilization builders, and there is a lot that has gone into this specific version of the game. So I have linked some forum posts down in the description, right next to a link to the game, where you can check out everything that has gone into this update. And don't worry, if you've never played Ara before, we're going to be jumping into a game right now so that we can explore it together. Let's get cracking. So here we are. This is London. This is the start of my glorious empire. We have got our one and only city, and we're going to be building a whole bunch of improvements here, hopefully expanding to a wider area. We're going to be building a whole bunch of different bits and bobs. We're going to be starting with probably the farm, I would imagine. We're going to build it in this little sector. We can build effectively 4 buildings in this area. One area is already inhibited by the Great Hearth. So let's just get cracking on a farm right over there in the corner, which is nice, and that's going to give us a little bit of extra food production, which is just going to give us a little bit of extra security going forward. Now, growth is a super important aspect of this game, and we want to be leveling up our city as quickly and as efficiently as we possibly can. In order to help with that, I am going to hopefully get a little bit of exploration done to the surrounding area. Do I really care about which direction I move in the first instance? Probably not, but we'll probably send the scout around the sort of periphery of London, at least I think for now. I am playing as Elizabeth the First specifically. We have got a whole bunch of modifiers, which we can talk about as we go, but for now, things are looking pretty darned decent. I should immediately highlight, by the way, that the queue system, the project system, the building system has been changed. A unique aspect about this game is that there are a whole bunch of buildings that have the ability to craft specific... You can craft specific items in these little buildings that you've got. However, instead of having to micromanage that, you now are able to allocate projects on a priority basis. So if, for example, I want to build a dwelling over here, we can have a priority system, and the game will automatically calculate what resources it needs in order to build a specific building. Very nice, very efficient, love to see it. I think for our first bit of tech, we're going to be picking up animal husbandry here, mostly just because I want to be able to build a logging camp as soon as I possibly can. The logging camp is going to give me access to, well, an improvement which allows me to build more stuff with wood. Hopefully, it's going to improve the wood yield. Now, the way that resource harvesting works is that you can see this specific region that my city is in. We are automatically working all of the various different components that come to the region natively. So we're currently producing 4 food, we're getting 2 timber, we're getting 2 materials, and we're also getting 3 wealth just from the region alone. And of course, after we build ourselves the farm, we are going to get plus 100% of region food yield is applied towards harvest production. So we're going to see a big old increase to our food production, which is great, as well as a whole suite of other bonuses, which I'm very much looking forward to exploring. We also have got this thing. This is the first building that we start with. It's the Great Hearth, which is fine. It gives me 10 cash, which is very nice, and it keeps the city afloat, or at least it does for now, for the early stages. Anyway, let's press on. Let's continue exploring around here, and let's see what happens when the farm is completed and when we finish researching animal husbandry. Right, my scouts are doing scouty things. We're just moving around the rough vicinity of London, looking good. We have discovered the Sussex tribe. Sussex? Sussex. Yeah, that's how you say it, I think. I'm obviously not English. Instead, I'm Scottish. Why am I playing as England, you might hasten to add? Well, because I fancied it, so I thought, what the heck. Anyway, the Sussex tribe just chilling down here. At the moment, our relationship status is friendly. That's cool. If we are able to achieve some goal completions for the tribe, then they may decide to join us and indeed boost our city population, which would be great. Now, we're just about at the limit of what we can do with our current region. However, a couple of important milestones are going to be happening quite soon. First of all, we're going to be leveling up to level 2, which is nice, and our farm is also completing very, very shortly indeed. So let's see what happens when that arrives. Also, my scouts are finding some equipment caches just dotted around, which is good. These are little bonuses of a whole bunch of different bits and bobs. There we go. We collected a cache with a couple of materials in, which is quite nice. Very, very, very good. Okay, very importantly, London has grown. And what happens when London grows? Well, it gets very, very exciting. That's what happens. We get to generate a claim, and we are going to be able to expand to a region around London. Are these regions actually around London? I don't know. If you can operate a mapping software, then you tell me. I think Oxford is nearby. Portsmouth is down on the coast, I think. That shows my geography is just horrific. Right. Anyway, I think I want to take Oxford or Suffolk here, I think, because I'm really after a little bit of extra timber production, and I did talk about getting that lumber camp. Now, the way that this works is that we take the claim, boom, we get that claimed, and next turn, we are going to be able to completely claim this entire area and continue on our expansion, which is pretty darned good. Now, as part of this update, cultural or city influence has been added, and we are now able to have an influence on the world. We're not generating any at the present moment, but that's okay. We will in a little bit. The dwelling is going to allow us to increase the housing of the city, allowing it to sustain a larger population. Probably not something I necessarily need to be building right now. So let's instead see if there is anything that we could be building. That's more useful. I think this workshop is 100% more useful. We're going to have to build it right over here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to utilize the priority system in order to get it boosted up ahead. Now, these projects don't actually consume any sort of complicated resources, so none of these buildings will require us to craft anything, but they will all craft their own things, which is really, really nice, because there's a lot of stuff here, and I want to break it all down. But the important thing is that now we don't need to worry about it. We just set it and forget it, and if the game has the possibility to craft the resources that are needed in order to build a specific building, it'll just happen, which is very, very nice indeed. It's so unbelievably satisfying when, you know, a city expands. It really, really is. It's really, really cool. Okay, our farm, I didn't talk about this, but our farm is generating a bunch of extra food now, which is lovely. And we've got all of this space to build stuff in. I mean, is there anything that I really want to build here quite yet? No, not until we finish up with our animal husbandry research, which is a little bit of time away. But nothing too pressing at the moment. Scouts are doing a fine job. I'm thinking maybe as well that we could also add a little bit of a scouting operation. We could get that in order. Probably do that before the dwelling. I mean, we've got plenty of time before we grow. The way that growth works, by the way, is that we are able to get additional population, and we need to hit the next population milestone in order to level up, which is good. Ensuring your people's well-being is your first and foremost job as their leader. Indeed it is. The number that your city's population grows or declines from natural causes each turn, mostly based on the city's food consumption. Fine. We are absolutely A-okay for food at the present moment. We got plenty of food coming in, so we should be able to continue expanding, at least for now. Research has been completed. Okay, this gets us some prestige. It also gets us... it gets us so much stuff. It really does. Well, we have the opportunity to exploit all of these resources, as well as a recipe, which is nice. A couple of recipes, in fact. And a butcher shop and a logging camp. Very, very cool indeed. Also, there's some pigs over there. We can see the harvest options that we have for pigs. Very, very cool. I think we'll take archery as our next objective. I like the fact that this gives us prestige. Prestige is basically a marker of how we are doing. We're able to collect more of it. We can talk about that in a little bit. I also should have mentioned, whenever we take over a region, we automatically start working it. So we get 2 food. We get 3 timber. We get a material. It just happens, which is lovely. Now, we got 7 more turns on the workshop there. I would quite like the logging camp to be built over here. Yeah, let's continue to focus on what really matters, and that is, just getting the basics right. I'm also thinking, what else? I do want to get a butcher shop. It is used to craft a whole bunch of items, and yeah, we probably do want it, but we probably don't want it right now. We probably want to get it in this region if we are after pigs. So yeah, probably hold off on the butcher shop for now, I would imagine. So this is an event that has popped up, and it gives us an objective. It actually gives us access to quite a lot of interesting different things. We have to build a palace. We've built 0 this act at the present moment. Now, in order to build a palace, well, first of all, it's locked, which is not fantastic, but that's okay. We also need ceramic pots and ropes in order to build it. These are craftable. So the ropes and the ceramic pots, both craftable. We need to unlock the ability to make them in the first instance, and then we are going to be able to put them together and make ourselves a palace. Very interested in all of that. Honor the past and the present. Unlock the act goal of building the palace. Yes, let's do it. And it looks like there is a prize of 100 prestige if we are the first nation to do it. Now, we haven't actually discovered any nations, and I'm afraid the Sussex tribe doesn't actually count as a nation. So, well, I have no idea how that's going to go down, but we can certainly do our best. Maybe, just maybe, we change our pace a little bit and we try and get ourselves access to pottery in the first instance. We're working on the workshop, and if I'm not mistaken, it is the workshop that will allow us... It is the workshop that will allow us to craft rope. You can see it right over here. So if we're able to get that up and running in the workshop, that will at least be half the requirements. And if we focus a little bit on pottery, we build the ceramic shop, we build the pots, then yeah, we'll get the palace eventually. I'm not too concerned about that. The Sussex tribe are after something. They're after a little bit of wood. If I give them 50 timber, of which I have 106, we're going to get 2 relationship points, which is quite nice, and a little bit of extra prestige. I will absolutely take the opportunity to max out, look at that, max out my relationship with the tribe, and I think, well, I hope, we can expect something very interesting to happen. Ooh, that's not so hot down there. Don't know what's going on over there, but we'll find out in due course, I would imagine. It's looking good. This is the workshop. Fantastic. This is excellent. Very nice. We can now craft a whole bunch of stuff, which is good. We don't need to worry about it. It's going to happen automatically, depending on when we build what. But for now, it's good. We got the workshop in place. Very, very nice indeed. Oh, heck yeah. The Sussex tribe has joined your nation. 1,500 new citizens have arrived in London. That is absolutely huge for us. I mean, just absolutely gargantuan. I think our population, basically... I mean, it went from 700 to over 2,000, which means that we are 100% going to level up our city, which is just amazing. That's really, really good and very, very quick to boot. Currently building a scout. After that, we'll get a logging camp, and after that, Probably a butcher shop, but not in this specific region. We're gonna expand a little bit, which is kind of nice. What have we got going on? Ooh, we've got a little overview of where we stand. So, rankings by prestige. We can see a little breakdown of our prestige. This is effectively a global measure of how well we are doing. Currently, I'm ranking pretty high in, or at least I've got a lot of prestige in the government department. This is quality of life. This is basically a measure. This is basically a measure of a bunch of various factors in the city. Doesn't look like, I mean, everything starts at 50. We have increased our culture by 5, and we've decreased our happiness by 5, basically just through a couple of events. So nothing too crazy. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not in a bad place. We're not in a bad place with regards to the rankings, and we're actually only 5 prestige points behind first place. So you know what? That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Where do I want London to expand to? I think I'm after pork, to be honest. I think I am after pork. So we need to build the farm improvement on the pig. Absolutely. We'll get Swindon. I will queue up a butcher, because the butcher will give us the harvest production towards harvesting the animal resource. No, I did not want to build it there. Oh yeah, I need to wait until next turn in order to capture it. But once we've got it, we'll be able to build a farm there, and then we'll be able to build a butcher here, and we'll be able to get loads and loads and loads of pork, which is something that I'm very interested in. We've also got a paragon available. This is basically a famous person, a great person from history, going to give us the opportunity to get a bunch of modifiers. I think Thag, we want you, and we can put you into a variety of roles. For example, if you are my chief advisor, if I assign you as chief advisor here, we're going to get a nice 10% build production to all cities, which is kind of cool. And that should mean that we are able to build these things just a little bit faster. Logging camp and dwelling go from 10 turns down to 9. It's not too shabby if I do indeed say so myself. Couple of important events happening. London has just hit level 4, which is just, it's so darn satisfying. I really enjoy expanding. It's very, very fun. I think I want to maybe take Gloucestershire here. I think Gloucestershire is good. Maybe Portsmouth. Maybe the idea of Portsmouth is not too bad. There's also saffron flowers down here. Increased harvest rate for spice, saffron, or flowers. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Don't think there's anything else immediately obvious. A gold resource. That's something. That is something, but we'd have to get Cambridge first. Maybe take Portsmouth, actually. I think I'll take Portsmouth, just because it's going to give me a little bit more clearance there. I do have a secondary scout that is doing a little bit of sort of northern scouting up here, but it would still be nice. Now, I've dealt with the London situation. Let's deal with another nation. We have got a little bit of a relationship with Shaka of Zulu. Well met, amigo. I do not want to mess around with you at all, but I'm glad that you're here. My scout is doing exploration over there. That's fine. I have finished my ceramic shop. We are now producing ceramic pots. This is the production system. It's happening. We're producing pots. Does that mean that we are going to be able to build a palace yet? No, it does not. But, you know, we're getting pots. We're getting pots. We're getting a decent number of pots. It's going to take a significant period of time before we're actually able to get a singular pot. But it's fine. It's happening. It's good. Now, in order to unlock the palace, we need to get access to masonry. Masonry is not going to be available for a little while. We need to get to the Bronze Age, but that's not as large of a objective as you might think. We can advance to the next era, but we have to research 2 more technologies in order to do that. Currently, my science is a little bit lackluster. So let's finish up with 2 more technologies. Doesn't really matter what we choose. I'm already halfway through archery, so we're just pressing on with that. But yeah, we're gonna get to the Bronze Age, and we're gonna build this gosh darn palace. Another goal is now on the cards to build the Colossus of Rhodes. This is going to require 20 ceramic pots, which is fine. Going to be unlocked with sails in the Bronze Age. So the Bronze Age becoming more and more important by the day. Opportunity to make good with a new tribe as well. I will share the information. Absolutely. Positively. There's actually 2 more tribes. I'm doing everything that I possibly can to get in on all the tribe action, because as we have already seen, if they join with us, then we are golden. Also, look at this. We are gaining influence. London is producing 2 influence per turn, which is quite nice. In fact, very, very good. I guess because we are a tier 4 city. Okay, cool. So this is all looking quite good, but I think we could be doing a little bit better. So why don't we turn our attention to amenities or amenities? These are consumable items. We can craft them in our city. We can craft, for example, baskets or feasts or perfumes or tunics or whatever the heck it is, and it's going to give us a variety of bonuses. For example, if we decide to deploy the feast, we are going to gain a bunch of food, we are going to gain city growth, and we are going to gain happiness. I am going to absolutely do that. It's going to last for 5 turns, so not forever, and it is, of course, going to cost us something. It costs us the feast. I'm also going to deploy the basket as well. So let's do that. And that's going to last for 10 turns, which is quite nice. Now, we can unlock more slots at higher tiers. So, yeah, the sooner we get up to those high levels, the better. My scouts are still doing a fine job of scouting out the northern areas. There's a little bit of undiscovered stuff up here, but that's actually completely fine. We're mostly okay with it. We've only got the dwelling in the production queue. Is there anything else that I need to get? A hunting camp? I don't think we can hunt the pigs. I think that's unfortunately literally just the farm. Yeah, the farm improvement, and I could build it. I guess I'll queue it up. Sure, we'll queue it up. We'll get that started. I'll put it at the top of the list. Is there anything else that I want to get built right now? A stone pit. Stone pit is pretty darned useful. We can get a lot of resources actually from a stone pit. Is there anywhere that I specifically want to do it? Maybe build a stone pit right over here. At least queue it up. A watchtower. Strength to forces within the city. Yeah, I would not mind the idea of a watchtower. Archers, spearmen, all of this stuff is useful. Also, the opportunity to establish a new city. Yeah, I am very interested. Let's also queue up a settler as well, and then we'll also get an archer and a spearman after that, just because I am not completely convinced that the Zulus have my best interests at heart. So something quite interesting has just happened with our culture, which is kind of cool. We can now use our influence in order to purchase a claim, which I think I will absolutely do. We can also purchase a trait, +5 to all quality of life stats in your capital. That's not bad. +1 influence every turn forces are in combat, plus culture in all cities. Or a claim. I kind of like the idea of capital pride, to be honest. I think that's pretty darn cool. But then again, the claim could be pretty cool. Maybe we start building down south. I don't want to get too close to the Zulu over here. And I'm thinking that I probably want to head up north and maybe settle my second city somewhere up there. But the opportunity to expand out here is quite attractive. I bought capital pride. We are prideful of our capital. Very nice. Another flippin' goal. Okay, well, we've got to build the Acropolis now. It's going to require more materials than we currently have access to, but, we're good for timber. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little while before we get this. This is, it requires us to unlock universities, and that is in the High Medieval era, which is fine. We will get it added to the list. Still no palace, still no Colosseum of Rhodes, but it does actually give me an opportunity to highlight the way that the game actually works together. So we are currently We are currently in Act 1, and each act is comprised of 4 technology eras. We are going to be moving on to the second technology era soon. Very, very soon indeed. I mean, may not seem soon, but it's pretty darn decent. It's not too far away, and it should allow us, I hope, to make some nice progress in terms of getting towards these goals, these initial objectives. Level 5 London. Fantastic, eh? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? I mean, there are sheep up here. I don't hate that idea at all. The ability to get wool or, you know, domestic sheep, that's kind of nice. By the way, I should note, should I say, that, where is it? It's here. It's in resources. Live hogs, we're now getting 1.1. We are getting our production boosted tremendously by having this farm resource on top of the pigs, which is really quite good. It's a nice little bonus. Maybe on that basis, I will take... Oh, there's also foxes down here. And foxes give us fur. We need to build a hunting camp improvement in order to get that. But, I mean, there's not much of a difference, but I suppose this area is slightly better. And a tribe, whatever, I will do literally whatever. Have I got the materials? I've got 136 materials. I only need 50 in order to increase my relationship by 1. And that makes you unbelievably loyal, which I hope means that you're going to abandon your tribe and come and live in London instead. I think that happened to... There was a little tribe over here that I think also did that, which is great. Also, I should say, I can turn off all of these... I can turn off all of these markers, but I kind of like having them on, because at a glance, you can see, you know, what each area yields. I feel like it looks better like this, but I think that's a taste thing for sure. Anyway, how are we doing ranked wise, prestige wise, standings wise? Not so hot at all. I would wager a heck of a lot of money that we need to get our city situation sorted, and by that I mean we need to try and get ourselves another one, because look at that, Zulu's got another city. I'm not over the moon about it, but it's fine. We'll get ourselves a new city soon. Oh, beautiful. 1,500 new citizens have joined. Fantastic. Right, I've taken the what I think the region is Manchester, but I've taken it. We've got the hunting camp improvement down on foxes. I am currently working on spearmen, and we've actually just finished up with the archers. The way that combat works in this game, or at least the way that unit deployment works, is that we first need to deploy our archers. It's going to take 4 turns, which is not a huge length of time. There is going to be a maintenance upkeep cost to the archers, which is not something that we are going to very much enjoy, gotta be honest. My relationship has changed from trusted to friendly. It happens. Our decay is just naturally moving towards 0. Shaka is ready to go to war with us, although they would have preferred peace. I mean, I feel like we should maybe try and avoid that, if at all possible. Can I offer you some of my goodies? I mean, I've got some feasts that we could maybe give you. Maybe a couple lovely feasts, maybe a couple of wheels. Will that improve the relationship? I mean, not too much, but I mean, we don't need to change it horrifically in order to hopefully become slightly better and more friendly. I've got some settlers out, and I think I'm going to settle in this area. I don't really want to settle a desert. That would be, I feel, a bad thing to do. But I mean, maybe if we were to settle over here. I mean, I really wanted to settle here because I mean it is so juicy. There's a copper deposit. Well, you know what? Let's settle here instead. We'll move into here. We'll settle here, and that's what we'll do. Hey, Zulu is in favor of my gifts. Thank you very much. That is looking excellent. You've accepted the gift. Happy days. We've also met a nation. And wow, you stretch all the way across the top there. That is not thrilling. We've met the Persian Empire and immediately distrusts me. Well met, but very unfortunately, I am not very excited about the relationship that we're going to have. Persia, thankfully, not too far ahead of me. It turns out that Zulu is right up at the tippy top there. Let's get ourselves our city down here. Is that where I want? Is that where I want to do it? Yeah. I mean, everything else is just kind of. Everywhere else is kind of either too close to London or not far enough away to really get the benefit. And there's, there's a lot of resources around here. Yeah, it's just a bit of a shame that we can't get up into this area, because that was what I was really hoping for. Ah, yes, the lovely seaside city of Blackpool will be founded. Amazing. This will undoubtedly, probably annoy Persia, which I'm not thrilled about, but that's okay. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stop you auto-exploring, and instead we're going to do some manual exploring, at least for now, because there are some areas that I need to get done. Some areas that I need to just start exploring. Right, a farm is pretty much the sort of baseline. 34 flipping turns? Oh, that is a lot. That is a lot of turns. My production is not super hot, but it's also a very, very small city. We need to remember that. That's okay. We'll start the work. And I'm hopeful that we can probably purchase a claim. Purchase a claim, purchase influence, and I think if we can get access to this, even though it'll give us a bordering nation, I'll still be able to yoink the copper deposit and the cocoa deposit, and it's a little bit more food as well, which is quite nice. Yeah, I think that's what we'll try and do. Well, this is good news. The Persian Empire wants to become friendly with me. You're going to give me 5 horses. I hope they're not Trojan horses. I will take those horses. Thank you very much, frankly, because I do not have a choice. I'm just delighted that Blackpool is actually on the map. Feels like a good little milestone. And actually, I think could be a pretty darn good city. I've also deployed a feast to the city as well, which should make a little bit of difference. Yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Well, we kind of knew it was happening. The First Persian Empire has declared war on England. Not overly enthusiastic about that. Where is the action going to be? Up here? Well, I'm bringing in my my archers. We're doing that as quickly as we possibly can. We're also mustering spearmen. They are deploying in not very long, which is good. There is a tribe here which maybe will become even more friendly with us in due course. Where the heck are we likely to fight? Border agreement updated. Yeah, that's not surprising if we're at war. Where are we? We're sitting pretty down at the bottom, but that's okay. That second city, I think, is really going to enable us to accelerate things. I certainly hope so, anyway. Right, units are idle. You are going to come down this way. Yeah, come down this way. Don't worry too much. We'll get you into the city. We will get the spearmen up as well. Do I want to... No, we'll just move you up as well. We'll move you up manually. It's fine. All good. Nothing to worry about. Do I need more troops? I don't think I will build more troops. I think we will kind of just leave it as is for now. Purchase a claim. Yes, I would love to purchase a claim. That is exactly what I would like to do. And we can't immediately yoink this. That's a shame. Ipswich or New Carrage? I think I will take Ipswich. New Carrage is a bit better because it's got more space. Yeah, I'll take New Carrage. That's fine. That'll be good. And then... Oh, great news. Finally, we are into the Bronze Age, which is fantastic. We get a bunch of prestige. City cap, very nice. Cool. We're happy with this. And not to mention the fact that we unlock a whole bunch of technologies that are absolutely critical to our objectives. Oh, my giddy aunt. There is a battle that is about to happen here. Could we get here a little bit quicker, please? I would certainly like to try. Research completed. What do we want to go for? What do we want to go for? Sails. Sailing will help a little bit. The city is idle. Let's actually, hold on. Let's jump into Blackpool real quick. I've got plenty of wealth, which is a darn good thing, to be brutally honest with you, because it's time that I build a swordsman or two, and we are going to rush production here. We're certainly going to try. 560 bucks to get you, then 14 turns for the next one. That's a price that I will have to pay. We just have to endure it. Yeah. Not thrilled. Not thrilled, to be brutally honest. Not thrilled at all. We're working on sales, though. That's good. Swordsman, we can build in 4 turns. That's fine. Anything else that I want to get built? A granary. We'll maybe queue up a granary as well. Hold on. Yeah. Where'd you go? Granary to give us prestige, city health, plus 50% of region food yield is applied towards harvest production. Then I guess we'll go here. We'll at least queue it up. We've also got a paragon that is available. I mean, something that maybe gives me science is not bad. Plus 2 research per turn in cities with the science improvements. Or plus 5 research per turn in the form of the domestic advisor. Yes, that's what we need. Honestly, I just need more science. I'm sick and tired of having no science. Let's see if we can try and fix that. This battle is gonna... This battle is... It's predicted a victory for us right now. However, it is gonna take a little while. And there are 18... Well... There are spearmen with 18 military power coming at me, which I am really not thrilled about at all. So we're gonna try and avoid that. I've dealt with everything else. Watch the battle. Let's watch it. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. We'll bring our troops across. We will get. Yeah, you're going to bring your troops across. I've got no doubt about it. Reserves have been added. Let us get swordsmen here. We are... Yeah, gonna deploy to Blackpool. It's going to take me 4 turns, unfortunately. We have no choice in the matter. How long are you guys going to hold out? Defeat in 6 turns? That is rough. That is really, really rough. I mean, come in here and then maybe see if we can try and loop around. Also gonna see if we can try and... We can't rush a swordsman because we don't have the ability to do so. We do have the ability to make a claim, and I will get... I'm just gonna be greedy, you know, strike whilst the iron is hot, etc. We're gonna see what we can do. Minor losses in the battle. Well, the minor losses are about to become major losses. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Is there the opportunity to retreat out? I don't believe so. I think we might be stuck in this encounter with Persia. It's all right though. 39. Wow. Holy cow, that is quite literally crazy. I mean, I feel like if I throw any more resources into this, defeat in 4 turns, I mean, the swordsman that we have coming will not be ready before we're done. Defeat in 6 turns. Spearmen. The spearmen are in. The archers are in as well. 2 turns until the swordsmen have mustered. Reserves. Ah, did you send them... Ah, we can't deploy in Blackpool anymore. You sent them back to the reserves. That's so flippin' annoying. We would have to deploy in London and then deploy for an extended period of time as well. It did split off a little bit of your force, which I am not a fan of. Yeah, that's really annoying. That's really annoying. Can I build something else here, maybe? Spearmen, perhaps? And then... Can we rush this sucker? We absolutely can rush this sucker. And you know what? I'll queue up another spearman as well. And we will rush you. We will rush you next turn. So we will have to muster halfway through. The good news is, the Battle of Blackpool currently has us predicted for victory. So that's nice. That's at least something. Muster spearmen in London. Yep. Let's check out the events. 150 research progress. I will take 150 research progress towards the wheel. Let's also rush you. Yep. Let's queue up another spearman. Horseman. I would bet my bottom dollar that we can't actually do that in the required amount of time. I am very, very happy that my forces, limited though they are, have managed to hold out this long. It is actually quite remarkable. Mustering will begin very shortly indeed. We've got 5 turns left. Rush you. Yeah, we can rush you. Heck yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. 4 turns until London grows. Reserves added. Yep. I mean, I would dearly love to be able to deploy to Blackpool, but I just can't at the present moment. Oh, flippin' heck. That just sucks so darn hard, doesn't it? Deploy in London in 4 turns. It's fine. Well, I think it's official. We're about to lose. We're about to lose the battle over here. The real question is, are we going to be able to save Blackpool? Blackpool is valiantly holding out against all odds. It says it's going to be victory in 3 turns. Which might very well be the truth, but the fact of the matter is that we are about to see this conflict end over here. Now, I do have some troops on the way. It's not very much, but we're at least going to try and reinforce over in this area, which is good. And then as soon as we have any more mustered in London, we will deploy. We've got you there, you there. We've got more mustering as we speak. We're doing what we can. We're doing what we can. Well, annihilation for my forces in the Battle of Reading, which is grand. We did finish sailing as well. I'll start work on masonry now. What do I want to take? London, something in London. Gloucestershire. Is it Hertfordshire? Herefordshire? I don't know how to say any of these place names. It's actually pretty embarrassing, to be honest. Wakefield? I can just about manage that. Cambridge? I can also say that. I'm not really that bothered. I'll take Wakefield, because I really do kind of need a bunch of extra cash right now. We've got an event that comes up. -1 spearman. Delay the mission. We're not really in a position to be giving away our spearmen. We've got spearmen that are ready. Let's send them up here. Yep, that is what we need. We are still mustering. We're mustering 2 units as quickly as we possibly can. That is a Zulu scout, so not something that we're overly worried about. I am still, believe it or not, I am still holding out. I'm still holding out. You are how far away? You're not a million years away. And then more troops are going to be coming, slow though they are. Going to be coming up there as well, which is very good. And some more units have just spawned in, which is great. Let's get you moved up there too. We gotta hope. We have to hope. We absolutely have to hope. It's also a very, very good case for us to try and focus on building some roads soon. We got some horsemen as well. Finally, horsemen are deployed. They've got some pretty good vibes. I think we can do this. I think we can successfully defend. I think we can absolutely flippin' do this. Enemy in our territory. Obviously, we know that. It's fine. The spearmen are about to arrive. Ride to battle. That's what we like to see. Oh, boy. This is what I'm talking about. Finally! Finally, it's time to punish the Persians. Oh, poor Persia. Your Battle of Blackpool is just not gonna happen the way that you want it to happen, is it? What a shame. You're gonna lose some troops. Oh no, that's a real shame. Sorry, you shouldn't have tried to siege down my crown jewel. Should I have a crack at at the enemy? Send weapons? I will do that, because if I don't have a good relationship with Zulu, then we are going to be in for a very, very rough time. I don't think that's Zulu enemies, Zulu scouts even. I don't think the Persians have made it this far south. Hey, look at this. We actually won a battle, which is fantastic. Really, really good. What do I want to build here? Oh, we can build a triumph. We need ceramic pots, and currently we have got a ceramic shop. I need to get this all the way up to 20. We can select a Colossus of Rhodes. However, I think we need to build it. We need to build it on the sea. And currently, London is not suited in a position to be able to do that. What about here? Can we do it here? We don't actually control a sea tile either here, which I think is what is going to limit us. Yeah. Okay. Also, it's going to take like 65 turns, so hardly crazy. I'm so darn happy that we managed to make that happen. That's really good. Right. Boats? I can build boats here. Okay, let's build a boat. Nice little cheeky expansion for Reading here. Reading here? Blackburn. Reading's over there. I want to take Hartlepool, but I also feel like I can take this area and maybe try and push the boundary a little bit. What is this? Babrouche? Sure. So next turn, we'll get that. I've got a pretty sizable force here. 56. That's pretty darn good. We've got some spearmen that are arriving very, very soon indeed. Swordsmen, let's deploy to Blackpool. Excellent. We will at least start the process of getting that down and sorted. And then I think we will head out for enemy territory. Let's freaking go. It's time to start the siege, or at least it will be fairly soon. We can actually attack from two fronts here and see what we can do. Aha, masonry has been completed. Amongst turmoil and destruction, we have been given the opportunity to build a pyramid, which is very cool. It's going to take quite a few ingredients. And more importantly than that, a palace. Very, very nice indeed. Look at this. It's under siege. Fantastic. It is happening. 9 turns until we take it. Very cool indeed. What do I want to do research-wise? Oh, we could advance to the next era. I'm not sure I necessarily want to do that. Let's do Code of Laws. Fine. Units are idle. We need to start sieging. That's cool. Make sure everybody is sieging. Swordsman, you're ready to deploy as well to the front line. I don't think there are any more enemies around here that we need to be wary of, but that's fine. And alas, just like that, the war has ended. We had a very limited time to conduct it. Not necessarily the end of the world, because I think we really showed the enemy what for. I think we did a fine job there, to be honest. The war was inconclusive, but in actuality, I think we did fine. The fact that we lost, you know, and they lost relatively more than us. I think we can be quite delighted about that. Would it be nicer if we were able to siege for a little bit longer? We did get kind of close, but alas, it just wasn't enough. Either way, we've got an army now, and that does fill me with hope and optimism, which is quite good. Which is very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, we are moving towards the palace. I am building ceramic pots. I'm actually boosting the speed at which I'm building them because we are using materials at a rate of 3 per turn in order to get 25 production speed. We're also using wealth as well, which I have got coming in fairly large quantities, enough to be, you know, content, I suppose. And we are just using... We're using this to make ceramic pots because we need 10 in order to build a palace. My goals... I mean, we still can. We absolutely still can. Research-wise, I am doing weaving to unlock the rope, which we can already make at the workshop. We just need to make sure that we need to make sure that we unlock it, and we can get it right here, which I'm very interested in doing. What do I want to do in London? A weaver? Yeah, I would like to get a weaver. Sure, we'll start the process of doing that. Can I actually... I can rush that. I could rush that. We don't need to, though. We can just take it easy. It's fine. Yeah, we built this trireme. I can't actually deploy it anywhere. Maybe should have thought of that beforehand. It's fine. Not worried. It's okay. Well, well, well. Ruler of the Persians wants something from me. Specifically, wants me to return a member of his court. And I'm not particularly interested in doing that at all. And in fact, I would like to see you in the bin. I want to take you to Pound Town. I want to destroy you. And that city could be mine. Could be mine very, very soon indeed. I think I'm also going to start work on some new settlers, actually, after we get done with our current operation. We're actually not too bad in the standings. It's okay. It's fine. We get ourselves a third city, and we're going to be in a great place, I think. I'm returning a few units to my reserves. I really like the fact that you can do that. You can, you know, form and reform units, and in fact, yeah, we can do a lot of this stuff. Can I upgrade you to something? Oh, upgrade you to war elephants. I mean, we don't have any elephants to do that. We don't have any wheels either, but we do have the ability to do it. I really like the idea of making that happen. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, maybe I do start producing a few wheels, which are over here. We're making lithic tools at the moment. Let's bump you right up to the tippity top here. Can I boost you with a bit of lumber production? Or with a bit of lumber? Yes, I can. And rope, we don't want to do that quite yet. That's fine. We can wait until next turn. Weaver is up and running. Fantastic. We still can't make ropes, but we're working on it. We're very, very close to being able to make ropes, and that is very, very exciting. So, there is not a whole lot that I can build in a short period of time here. We can build some docks. That would be good. That would be good. That would be fine, actually. Yeah, let's do it. Also, I think I'm going to build a road between the two different cities here. Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely. That is going to take a while, but it's fine. We're okay with this. Got a crafter that's idle. You can fabric or baskets. Do baskets. I've removed baskets from the amenities here. That's fine though. We're okay with this. Next turn. And when can we declare war? Yeah, when can we declare war upon you? It's not long. It's 12 turns. You're happy about our shared borders? Well, you're about to be very unhappy with our shared borders. I'm coming for you. Okay, big moment. The ropes have officially been gathered. What do I care about? Do I want to head straight on into ironworking? I don't think I necessarily do. Let's get sacred rights. Sure. So, I think, by the way, we are now going to be able to get ourselves a palace. Yes, we need 10 ropes. That's it. That's all that we need, and we have got the ability to make the darn things, which is great. Let's prioritize that right up at the top there. Let's make sure that we're boosting this minus 20 wealth per turn. I can't really afford that, to be brutally honest, but I'm going to do it just because I want to. I desperately need these 10 ropes. If I get these 10 ropes, then we will... I mean, this will ping-pong us right back up. Well, maybe not right back up, but it'll get us pretty darn close to being able to get this this palace. This palace, once we get the palace, will be right at the top of the prestige rankings. You bet your bottom dollar we will be. Oh, and Blackpool gets to grow, which is quite nice. Access to limestone over here and also a meteorite. Do I care about that? Or do I maybe care about grabbing a border town? Yeah, you know what? I think I care about grabbing the border, which is going to give me access to cinnamon. Yeah, I mean, I'm not using any of these resources, but I'm grabbing the territory, which is quite satisfying nonetheless. Maybe is a little bit of a logical contradiction if you think that I'm gonna take the city, which I absolutely am planning to do. Yeah, this settler. What do I want to do with the settler? I mean, maybe we do want to settle down here somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a little bit more of a terrestrial, a little bit more of a boring sort of style city. But I think the idea of building it is not terrible. Right, the Colossus of Rhodes. We still need a few more ceramic pots. And yeah, we can build you. Can we build you in this city over here? Well, Colossus of Rhodes is in the water. So I would imagine no, but I guess we'll see if we can build it on land if I get a few more pots. Which will take us... How many pots? We're getting a pot a turn, which is not half bad. Let's increase the number of pots that we can get or produce up to. So we'll keep on pumping them out. We'll also maybe get ourselves fishing nets. I don't think we can build that. Yep, that's literally not possible. A fermenting pit to get some wine. Yeah, not bad. What about the basics? What about farming? What about food? Ceramic shop. We've already got a ceramic shop there. We've got a butcher shop already. A bakery. Each commerce improvement in this region. Maybe here? Is that a commerce improvement? Are any of these commerce improvements, by the way? These are the little... You can see the little icons in the corner. That's a commerce improvement, you see? The dwelling. I mean, it hardly seems worth it, to be honest. Hardly seems worth it. Honestly, this maybe seems crazy. I think I build another boat. I think I genuinely build another trireme. I think I do. Because we're going to be able to build the palace real soon, in like a couple of turns. And if we get that done, then we're able to make some progress. Oh. Uh-oh. Right. I do not want to help you, I'm afraid. Unlock city walls, plus 20 food, minus 30 relationship. Sorry. And in fact, the idea of building city walls does seem pretty good. Oh, tannery. I like the idea. I like the idea of the tannery, but I can't get distracted. I am 100% going to prioritize city walls. That is absolutely what I'm after, because protecting London is pretty darn important, as things go. Pretty darn important. Sacred rights. Boom. Nice. Glad that we've got it in the bank. Let's head towards iron working. Absolutely think that's the right thing to be doing. We're going to be getting a road in just a singular turn, which is quite nice. How many turns away are we from being able to declare war on you? 2 turns. Fantastic. I'm going to start mustering my troops. You better believe that I'm going to start mustering my troops. Yes, please. Oh yeah, could I get the war chariots? I would like that. I would like that a lot. Yes. It's going to take you 5 turns to do. Do we just have one... Do we just have one horseman? I think we do. Spearman, I don't want to upgrade you to be a worse spearman. Swordsman, yep. Just start the process of deploying. We get the job done. Start the process of deploying, and then we will go to war when everything is ready. Oh, it's time. We are going to find ourselves a city. Let's absolutely do it. Let's get Ekangala settled here. Boom. Let's do it. We are right next to a white-tailed deer. There's also some shellfish over there. Not really that much else, but we're kind of on a peninsula. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's an interesting place to sort of settle up. We are starting to get a whole bunch of units coming back into the fore. Let's get moved over to the front line, I think. And we're 15 turns away from building the city walls. Can we rush them? Nope. It's unbelievably expensive. We're also very painfully close to being able to build the palace. We cannot build the Colossus of Rhodes. We cannot build the Colossus of Rhodes in London. Kind of knew it was never going to be the same. It was never going to work. Ooh. That might be interesting. We might go for you there. I might even try and get some more units. We're maybe going a little bit overtly militaristic, but I think we're okay with that. 200 turns to build a palace in Ekangala. Altar, a bakery. I mean, it literally doesn't matter what I start building here. Colossus of Rhodes can't build that yet either. I guess that's fine. I mean, just start with something basic. Start with a farm. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I didn't even get my opportunity to declare war on this sucker because he declared war on me. I am angry, actually. I am very, very angry. I am going to attack you with everything that I have got. I am really annoyed. I am so unbelievably annoyed. I was just going to do that. Now, we have to defend our... He declared war, right? So he gets to set the terms, I suppose. The target is Blackpool. I am currently mustering a troop in here. In 2 turns, we will have literally our best units in Blackpool. And then after that, I think we should be okay. We have got 36 units that are going to siege, which I am very excited to see happening. Very, very excited to see happening. Look at my flippin' war chariots, fully upgraded. Love to see it. I would love to take the fight to the enemy. I don't think I'm going to, though. I think we're going to play it safe. Honoring their memory. Submit the general to capital justice. I will take negative city happiness, to be honest. That is fine. Nation rankings available. We are down at the bottom, but not by much, I would hasten to add. There's not much in it. And to be fair, there's not been much in it the entire flippin' game. Do I want to go? I mean, I kind of want to fortify here for now. Let's see what the enemy throws at me. I've kind of reconfigured a lot of my forces to just dealing with the enemy. Also, I feel like I perhaps want to do a little bit of culture spending. I like the idea of purchasing a claim better. We'll get the claim next turn, and we will probably expand my southernmost city. Do I want to manage roads? I kind of do. I would like to get a road from here to here. It's going to cost me not very much, but it is going to cost me a little bit of time. It's fine. I don't think I can build here to here, can I? Yeah, I'm not able to do that whilst we are currently at war and the borders are closed. But that's fine. Right. Siege. I would certainly like to. Very good. Let's see what the overview is next turn after we have been sieging for just a little bit. Yeah, we will get it. We will get it in 5 turns. That's pretty darn good. I will take this area. Yeah, or maybe the sea, actually. I like the idea of the sea. I think the claim with the deer in is just a little bit better. We've also got access to a brand new Paragon. Ooh. 1 site to all cities, plus 50% military production. 3 available merchants. I like the idea of a military advisor, to be honest. Military advisor that gives me plus 1 site. I think I will take you, and I know that I don't have a military advisor yet anyway, so yeah, throw you into the mix there. We could mix things around, but let's not sweat the small stuff. I mean, we're at war right now. What's important is that we try and take this city, which is completely cut off and would be an absolute steal at a time when we are looking to move into the next age. Yeah, we're gonna get this. We're absolutely, well, I don't want to jinx it. We're hopefully gonna get it. 4 turns until the docks are done. That will also allow me to deploy my ships. City walls are done in 7 turns, which is probably a little bit ridiculous. Zulu, thankfully, has not attacked me yet. We're pretty well matched in terms of city-wise. I mean, that's your capital. But I mean, you're just a little bit smaller than me. So that's nice. That's very, very nice. You know what I haven't done? I have yet to queue the palace to be built up. Yeah, let's get that over there. And I don't think I can rush the palace, but I can prioritize the palace right up at the top. Palace rush would cost 1,300, but we'll get the palace in 12 turns, which I think is a fairly reasonable amount of time. But what I'm more interested in is the siege. I'm really unbelievably interested to see how you're going to manage this war of expansion. You got 7% war weariness. You got 5 active forces. I've got 5 active forces as well, but my 5 active forces are sitting, well, 4 of them are sitting right on top of a pretty juicy city that you've got over there. Oh, you've got 20 force power coming at me? Well, because I'm fortified and I'm in a city, I have got way more force multiplier than you do. So, sorry. Sucks to be you, I guess. Right. Shall I start making some improvements to some of the resources that I'm getting around here? A farm improvement? Yep, I can do a farm improvement. Very comfortably, in fact. And that will give me access to cinnamon. So we will start the process of getting lots and lots and lots of cinnamon, which is good. And yes, let's take the city. Let's take it. Well, hey, we have reached the Iron Age. Very, very nice indeed. Very cool. New era. This is our second new era. We did abandon Code of Laws. Am I that bothered? No, I am not. Perfectly happy just to progress onwards. Has anybody else built a palace yet? No. Nobody's built a palace, and nobody has built the Colossus of Rhodes yet. Nobody's built the Acropolis. Are we even in the... We're not even in the right era for that yet at all. We're in the Iron Age at the present moment, so yeah, nothing to worry about on that front. I've done it. I've actually done it. Do we want to assimilate? Do we want to raise? What do we want to do? I want to assimilate here. I want to assimilate. I think this is absolutely what we are after. Sure. Let's do it. Very nice. What's next? Irrigation, hospitality, textiles. I'll take trading. Sure. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Okay. Where does that put me? Where does that put me in standings? It puts me right up. Puts me right up there. I mean, literally right up there. Oh, that's good. That's really good. That is really, really nice. Can we build the Colossus of Rhodes here? I feel like we can, but I feel like we're going to need to take a region first. Don't think that I can purchase anything. Oh, we can totally take a region. Totally take a region right now. Doesn't really matter which one we take. I just hope that we will be able to build the Colossus of Rhodes. It's going to take 55 turns. It's a heck of a long time, isn't it? You know what? Build a stone pit whilst we're waiting. Seems like a fine thing to do. We always need more materials. We always need more wealth, more farming stuff, all of that good stuff. And actually, I can now deploy, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Our one and only docks we can deploy. Fantastic. Blackpool. Let's go. Let's do this. Amazing. We will make feasts, and we will enable the feasts as well. Probably should enable something else. Additional city food and a little bit of city growth. Don't mind if I do. This is you. You can produce ropes. Yep, we'll produce lots more ropes as well. Oh, this is great. What a great city to yoink. I mean, I feel like Blackpool's ridiculous shape is now no longer necessary, but that's okay. Let's bring my very, very large force over to Golistan and see if we can try and cause some mischief over there. Not super thrilled about having to move out of here, but I will, if I need to, I will come and unsiege London. And you know what? Honestly, if you decide to attack London, that is a absolutely fine position to be in. Mustering begins of the Navy. That's A-okay. The crazy thing is... Ooh... Yeah, the crazy thing is, you're not actually achieving your objective. You're not taking Blackpool by attacking London. You're just going to lose your troops. Because now I've got... I mean, now I've got my literal war chariots. I mean, I'm sorry. These are the best units that I have. You're not going to be able to... You're not going to be able to take them. And we are going to wander into this region probably first. You know what? You wander into me. I'm fine with that. I will take the time to destroy you. Well, you've settled another little annoying city over there. Persia over there is 7. We got a big old scout that is telling us intel. No. I am not interested. Give me a security bonus. I am not interested in making amends. I'm just defending myself, buddy. I'm defending myself. Right, we've got a ship for the first time ever. Doesn't look like there's too much information to go around, so I will just do auto explore for now. Let's not worry too much about how that operates. You're gonna just get eliminated. This is so embarrassing. This is so unbelievably embarrassing. But it's great news, and so is this. This is really great news as well. I wonder if we might even be able to do more damage. I mean, maybe we take Golistan and head to Persia over there. I mean, if we can, we might as well. Yeah, well, my war chariots suddenly have not got a heck of a lot of stuff to do. We're going to head up this lovely big road that I built. I imagine we're quite swiftly going to dispatch with this pathetic little army. With one single archer. Feed their soldiers, -2 grain stores. Yeah, I will do that, actually. Grain stores are a consumable event. Hey! Amazing! Okay, where does that put me? Where does that put me in the standings? Ah! Get the camera! Mom, get the camera! This is great! This is great! This is really, really good. And it's only going to get better as my offensive grows. Okay, dispatch with the enemy over here. No issues there at all. Yep, we absolutely decimated them. And I think we're going to head on up here. Head on up here and see if we can try and disrupt this little city of Zranka. Do you seriously have nothing else? Ooh. That is something, actually. Let's retreat. Let's retreat, and let's retreat down here. I'm not going to take the chance. There is a squad here. An archer, a swordsman, and an immortal. Okay. Elite infantry, but with an advantage against anti-cavalry. Well, as long as we throw enough troops into the mix, I will not worry too much about that. The fact that we've already taken a city is really quite pleasing. You know what? Let's stay over here. I can face the enemy. I mean, he's got a good force multiplier over there because he's in his own territory. But that won't be forever. You're gonna come and face me. I will yoink this. Yeah, I will yoink that. We'll get access to that next turn. Oh, I was going to check. Is it possible for me to build the Colossus of the Roads? The terrain is unsuitable for building. I guess we can't build it here. What terrain do we actually... What terrain do we need? I'm not actually sure. Yeah, it just says it needs to be built along the coast. I mean, I thought that could be anywhere, but I guess... Aha. Aha, of course. I completely forgot. Yeah, the Triumphs, as they're called, take up a complete region. That's the problem. So they can be built. It needs to be built on land, right? So it needs to be built on land, but it doesn't necessarily have to be on the coast. I mean, maybe in that regards. Oh yeah, we've got some extra slots that we can use here. Sure, get that in there. Prosperity. It's not much, but it's fine. Yeah, shortfall in food. I am not overly enthusiastic about that. Gotta be honest. Part of the reason is that it's taken us to get... It's just taken such a darn long time for us to get city walls. Yeah. Let's get in Portsmouth. We'll get a farm or two. We can also now build barracks. That's quite nice. Portsmouth, and we could rush city walls, but actually, I think we can't rush farms. Finish the city walls. Get another farm in Portsmouth as well. Just get lots of farms so that we don't have to worry. A dwelling. No, we honestly just need farms. We need more farms. We need more farms. We need to stop overthinking things. Yep, a corn resource. Do we already have a farm here? Nope. We'll build a farm there. That'll be grand. And that'll at least set us up right. I am actually at war. I do need to keep that in mind. Another claim is being generated. I will build... What is this? An iron deposit? That is great. That is fantastic intel that we have now got access to. That's clearly just opened up since we hit the Iron Age. Very good. Yeah, I've got loads of timber. I got loads of timber, buddy. Take all the timber that you want. Now, I'm gonna just go for this. I'm gonna go for this siege. I think Golistan still has the troops in it, but I think we'll just go for it. Wait until units are healed. We have now got a road pass between your own cities and to other nation cities if you have open borders with them. Okay, cool. Very nice. There are multiple texts, by the way, that give you the opportunity to get the same items. So, for example, tunics, fabric, and the weaver we've already got. But if we decided to skip a tech in, you know, the last era, for example, then we could get him here. Zulu, we're happy with the fact that Zulu we're on good terms with Zulu. It's great, good position to be in. We'll get the siege done, or we'll start the process of getting the siege done. Let's fortify at least for now whilst we're in the region. You're going to come out this way. I hope you're not going to try and take me out. If you are, then we will worry about that in a little bit. That's okay. What have we got? What have we got? Fishing nets. Don't have the opportunity to get that. A stone pit improvement will give us the iron, which I will 100% take. Let's get that stone pit improvement in place. Recommended is stone pit improvement. Yes, it's going to take a long time because we are, running out of food in London. Armed forces are consuming a lot. We're crafting some stuff with food. But look, we're getting the walls done. That is going to be a major, major weight off my chest. I feel like it's just really, really good to do. You're going up here. How many turns until we get this? Not long. And when you move out of your area, you're going to start sucking. So I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, I didn't really anticipate that you would have war elephants with you. I still have more troop power, but not by much. The good news is, though, the distraction clearly has worked, which is great. I mean, if you want to try and attack Blackpool, which I think is a fine objective for you to achieve, says there's going to be a stalemate. I think that is entirely reasonable. You have managed to actually kind of outclass me a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to need to bring my troops back in here. Do I want to raise? I think I'll assimilate. I'll assimilate. We are up to 5 out of 5. We'll resolve the capture. I don't think I'm going to press any more cities. But getting a city up here is actually kind of nice because it means that I can get access to the desert. And definitely means next stage is to take the capital. Where does that put me in terms of standing? Oh, you love to see it. You absolutely flippin' love to see it. I don't feel like any one city is overly fantastic. Yeah, let's get a farm in there. I don't feel like any one city is overly fantastic. However, in combination, I've actually managed to create quite a good combo here. I feel like we got a good thing going. And if my troops get back to Blackpool in time to save the Empire against the war elephants, then that will suit me just fine. In terms of where I'm moving to, I'm going over here. Brilliant. Let's expand out that way. I'm also doing really, really well for food now. We're getting how much food? 51 food from this city. Ah, from grain stores. Okay. Okay. So it is consumable. It is going to deplete. But that's pretty darn sick. That's really sick, in fact. Do I have the opportunity to deploy a grain store here? Maybe not the craziest idea. It's crafted a granary, a mill, or a windmill. I am now positive in London again, which is good. That does mean that we can eventually restart our growth objective. Maybe slow down the feast production a little bit. That is probably why so much food has been lost. Also turn this off. Also turn this off. Yep. Don't need to do that. We can decelerate all of those things. Right, where are my troops? Where are my troops? You're coming in here? Will we have the time? I think we will have the time. Oh, it's going to be a close run thing. But I think we'll do it. I think we'll do it. I think we'll make it. There we go. Yes. City idle. What do we got going on? Dwelling. Nah, we don't need a dwelling. Keep building farms. Keep building farms. I don't want to get to a position where I run out of farms again. I run out of food again. Because that is pretty much the worst case scenario for us. Then again, there's an elephant herd over here that is completely untapped. Absolutely completely untapped. Which means that we can get access to war elephants. Might be a smidge late for this conflict. Poor guy, by the way, is absolutely desperate. There we go. Hospitality. Oh, sucks to be... sucks to be Persia. Sucks to be Persia. Victory predicted in 6 turns. I've just managed to reinforce in the absolute nick of time before my war chariots completely collapsed and left us alone. Look at this nastiness. Border gore. To be fair, I was the one that started that. Right, we need one more bit of tech. We'll take irrigation. Fine. Yeah, keep it coming. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. Feed me the corpses of your troops. What an absolutely glorious occasion it is. War chariots. Yeah, that's fine. We're okay with that. Sure. I'll take whatever it takes to give me more relationship with these peeps. I am absolutely going to win this conflict. That's all I really care about at this time. all I really care about. And you've got one turn, and Blackpool has been defended. I mean, I don't know why. There's not much at all in Blackburn to defend. Also, we've reached housing limit. I didn't even realize that. I thought it was just a food issue. Build that there on the desert. A little bit of a lame situation. How much do we need to boost? We can maybe boost in a couple of turns. That's fine. And we got a stone pit there. Fantastic. Ah, this is looking great. We've got access to a decent amount of iron now. Or we will once we start the proper production process, which is very, very nice. Oh, this is great. This is great. Logging camp. Yeah, I think we'll go for a logging camp. What do we need? Hunting camp. That is what I'm after. Build a hunting camp. Recommended. Boom. Last turn, Persia. Last turn. Oh, no. What a shame. England defended Blackpool. And I think what's probably more important... is that we assimilated 2 cities and solidified our place right at the top of the pecking order, which is darn satisfying if I do indeed say so myself. We are... I mean, this is great. There is no other way of saying it. It's great. And we finish irrigation as well, just for the sake of it as well. So, we can get navigation. We can advance to the next era. We're abandoning other technologies. Yep, not that bothered about it. Navigation, going to enable the longship. The assault octaries, the lighthouse, and the great lighthouse as well as a whole bunch of stuff which we already have access to. We get more claims. Oh, it feels good. It feels so good to expand and claim. And I will claim the sea in this instance. Holy cow. Yeah, I think we are going to wrap things up there, ladies and gents. I honestly could do this all day. This is great. I feel like I've built some really, really good cities. I mean, we did kind of lose a little bit of a focus on the city and the sort of crafting aspect in order to try and absolutely pummel this sucker up here. But, I mean, can you argue with the results? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Influence-wise, also, we're in a really good place. We can purchase some claims. We can purchase some traits. I mean, can't argue with that. Can't argue with that at all. Anyway, check it out. Link down in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much to Stardock for sponsoring this video. Check out the version 2.0 update. What can I say? I've had an absolute blast over the course of the last couple of hours. I hope you have had a similarly enjoyable experience, and now you can go play it, because it's a darn good game. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll catch you next time. Bye.